Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, no, we are not going to do exercises. This is a bar, but not for that. So today we're going to be installing the last piece of the front suspension, which is the swipe bar. It's a very simple task, but a really important part because of what it does. Basically, the swipe bar, what it does is when you turn your car left or right, whatever direction you're going, the harder you turn, the more force is going to be applied against to the car. Let's say that you're turning to the left. So you will feel that your car is, the force, it's obviously is forcing your car going to the opposite direction. So this bar, what it does is try to keep all wheels level, either way you're turning left or right, to prevent any rollover. If it's a really hard condition, like racing, for example. So this is what it does. It's a very simple part, but super important for handling and driving your car safely. So today we're going to be installing that. All right, guys, this is the old one. As you guys can see, it's really thin. The bushings are small. Compare, obviously, with the new one. It's super thicker, more stronger. The bushings are bigger. The bracket of the bushing get this grease nipple or whatever it calls to apply some grease down the road to keep all these bushing lubricated. The links and the hardware, you can reuse your hardware, but mine, I don't think it's too pretty, so I decided to go with new hardware. I'm going to install some log washers just in case. The factory didn't come with it, but I'm going to do it, whatever. So I think it's not going to hurt anything. And by the way, we reorganized the garage. The toolboxes were there, and now are on this side. I removed all the material that I had there from my regular job, which is a handyman work. So I got a bunch of tools and materials, so I just built something in the backyard to keep that, and then put everything for the car here. Obviously the car is still there because we cannot move it without wheels, but we have plenty of space to work or even for store a new car. Who knows? And that is the backyard project. So it needs the siding and it'll be completely done, and obviously pass inspection, and we will be good to go. All right, guys, so sorry about this, but I committed a mistake when I was greasing and installing the bushings. The angle of the camera didn't catch it because I was working too high. But basically what it did was I just greased the inside of a bushing, and with this opening, just slide that in. You know, you can open it and slide it in, and then put the bracket in place. It's ready to go into the car. It wasn't anything like rocket science, but I missed it, so sorry about that. That's what happened when you're working by yourself. I have no monitor or anything to see what's going on during the filming, and I'm using my cell phone, so whatever. So basically this is what it looks like before going into the car, and then let's go to the action. All right, guys, here where those bolts are is where the bushing and the bracket goes, and then the links, they're going to be connecting the lower control arm from this hole all the way up to the bar that is going to be sitting around here. So I just want to show you guys that closer, because it'll be really hard just to set everything in place and do like a focus filming, and you know, which in those areas. So that's pretty much it. It's the same as the other side. So we have the hole there, and then the bracket go here with the bushing. So let's slide that in. Okay, we got it in place. It was a little difficult with no extra hands, but it's possible. Okay, I'm gonna leave that just in place, a little loose, to proceed to the installation of the links on each side, and then when you have everything in place, just tighten everything down. All right, guys, we're gonna do the links. This is how it goes inside the car. So the lower control arm is gonna be here, and the swipe bar is going to be here. So we need to disassemble all these in order to install it. So basically we will start with this, the bolt, one washer, and a bushing. Make sure that it's facing up because we're going this way. And then we will add another bushing with this facing down, like one facing to each other. That way we will secure in the hole of the lower control arm. Then we're gonna go with the washer. You make sure that you put it in the right direction because they're concave. So this is the side that is gonna be on top of the bushing, like that. Then we're going with the spacer. Another washer, in this case facing up, because the bushing is going to be facing up with this towards the swipe bar. And then we slide that in. Another bushing. The last washer, and then the nut. It's gonna be a little hard. Let me loose that a little bit. Okay. Okay, we got one side done. It's gonna be the same as the other side, and just make sure that you measure this and you have bolts pretty much the same distance. This needs to be like tight, but don't over tight. Just squeeze the bushings just a little bit around the place that it goes, you know, to make sure that it's secure, and you will be good to go. So right here we got pretty much 1 inch. Let's see the other side. And the other side we got 1 inch. So we are pretty much the same. All right, this is pretty much how it looks like. And we got the link at the back, the bracket here on the passenger side, the bracket at the driver's side, and the other link there. The brackets fit perfect. We didn't have to do any modifications, so we're good to go. All right, guys, that was pretty much for today. As you guys saw, it's not a difficult task. If you have another set of hands, it'll be helpful because the bar is heavy and you need to keep it up until you got it in place. But it's possible, just with a little bit of patience. The links, don't tie that too much. You need to squeeze the bushings but not crack them. So just squish the bushings like really snug, and then measure the distance of the remaining of the bolt on each side. That way you'll make sure that you have the same distance, so you have your bar totally level. And just thank you so much for watching, and give it a thumbs up or subscribe if you like the content. And let me show you what we got for the next video. It's gonna be fun. Whoop! We're gonna do the disc brakes on the front. And in the future, we're going to do the rear, but we have to replace the whole rear end. So in this case, we will be just working with the front disc brake for now from Wheelwood. So let's see how it looks like in the future.